Hi everyone, it's Jill Foster here for Penny Black, and I am so excited to share with you our brand new collection called Sending Smiles. And this collection really is filled with all kinds of happy, fun images. So let's go ahead and get started. And I love to share with you our sentiments first because you're going to see these throughout all of the cards in this video. And the first new sentiment set that we have is called 30-971 Paper Hugs. Now you may want to hit pause so you can look at these more in detail and read each one, but they are perfect for sending hugs, sending smiles any time of year or just because cards. So here's just a couple of peeks of some of those sentiments. Sending a big hug so it's there when you need it, which is so encouraging. I can't wait to hug you. I really love the mix of fonts on this set as well. It just makes it really versatile and makes the cards look so special when you use them. Here is lots of hugs to my dear friend. And I'll give you one more look at just one of those. This next sentiment is probably my favorite on the set. Sending you a paper hug until I can give you a real one. And that's really something we're doing with our card making, is sending off hugs to people in the paper form. So the next sentiment set that's new is 30-972 Family and Friends. Again, you might want to hit pause, but what's great about this one is that you can personalize your cards with it. So you can see you can choose the different sub-sentiments and then choose the name. You've got friend, mom, sister, all kinds of different ways to mix and match these. Really fun fonts and really nice size for fitting on to your cards. So you can see there we had one for friend, now one for daughter. And here's another for sister. And then you can mix and match what you want to say with each of those friends or family names that you stamp. This is another one, especially if you are an animal lover, 30-983 Paw Prints, and really special set, and I'll show you some more cards with this near the end of the video, but also really nice for sending sympathy cards when a loved one loses a pet. So just really nice way to send those hugs to people. Now, of all the sets we've come out with recently, this might be a new top fave for me, and I'm calling it Postage Perfection because it's really fun how you can mix and match these different sets. So let me give you a look. The first here is a miniature 3x4-inch set called Posted, and it has an exact match die available, posted, cut out. And what this does is you get to design your very own like postage stamp. So here's a look at a card. You can get an idea of the size of that. This is a standard A2 size card, 4¼ by 5½ inches. But what's really fun is we have two floral sets, all with flowers that are sized to fit perfectly inside of that postage stamp. So this is a bloom. We also have cutouts available because these flowers are amazing whether you use them on the postage stamp, if you make your own postage stamp, or if you want to use them separately, which I'll show you. So here you can see I've made some cards with these right on that postage stamp and matching die. You can see I've incorporated some of those sentiments. There you will see some of the postage mark stamping. That's a part of that postage stamp. So you get a lot just in that 3x4-inch set. And these are so fun to create. It's kind of like getting your own little blank canvas and you can design your own postage stamps. Also great with the idea of making your cards and sending hugs and sending smiles. They coordinate perfectly with those sentiments. So here you can see some different variations, lots of different ways to use this on your cards. You can mix and match them like I've shown here with the edger dies. So you can go to your stash if you've gotten some of those fabulous edger dies. Here are some layouts on how you can use it with that. And then again, I wanted to show you those flowers are so pretty, very simple and fun to color. You can use them on their own too. They definitely don't have to be used on the postage stamp. It's just, they're beautiful on their own. Like here, I've done them around the perimeter of the card. They have lots of nice open area, so you can play around with different coloring techniques. Or like on this card, I just colored different petals solid color, but in different versions of the color on that blue one. So you just have lots of options. They look really nice on sort of modern sets. And then because they have the exact match dies available, you can stamp and paint them and cut them out and then play around with different ways you can add them to your card, layer them up. So they're super, super versatile florals. On these, you can see I did very simple coloring and they still look beautiful. Like on this one, that's just 2 colors of purple and a couple of greens on the leaves. And I am planning to have a video with these florals and that postage stamp coming out to give you some great sketch ideas on using that. Here you can see where I have stamped and die cut those florals and then layered them on top of the postage stamp. Just another way to use them. So lots and lots of ways, very, very versatile, and I just think such beautiful florals in a great size. So that was the first set of florals. This is the second set, 30-989 Blossoming, and then it also has the cutout available. And again, these are so pretty, and you can mix and match the 2 floral sets together. Here you can see some more of those postage stamp cards, and those fit perfectly inside of that postage stamp and matching die. Here is another way that you can add those to your card, layering up a couple of those postage stamps and sort of having them go off the edge of the card, and then putting the flower right on there. And again, that same layout, but just changing up the flower. So you can get a totally different look just by mixing and matching the different flowers on there. And that postage stamp and matching die, you could put anything on there. You could put critters. You can use it for any time of year. I'm really excited to hopefully do some Christmas cards with it too, putting Christmas images onto that postage stamp and die. And here again, you can see that with those edgers. That's our friend edger. Now for all of the cards that you're seeing today, I will put a link down in the YouTube description box below to our blog post that will list each and every card. And for every card, it will list and link the Penny Black products used on it. So if there's a certain card that you love, go to that blog post and you can see exactly what Penny Black products were used on it. And then again here are those floral stamps by themselves on a real sort of modern, clean and simple card. Here with some different layering. That postage stamp is fun for working with our postcard background and adding those flowers on there. And then remember, these flowers also have the exact match dies available, so you can cut them out. So here I've made some cards where I have cut those out and I have layered them onto the card using some of our large word dies. And I think they're so perfect with that word enjoy. You can trim them and just put them like they're the letter O, which is really fun. And then I've also used them with our immense hug die so that it goes really well with these and some butterflies, and you can pop them up and you can see the first set of flowers, our cards had some more detailed painting with them, and these are just very simple, stamped in black and very, very simple watercoloring done on those. And again, I plan to have a video showing how to make several of these cards you just saw. So again, some very clean and simple cards with them as well, featuring how you can use the cutouts with them too. So next up is something new for us, and it is some cow cuteness and bears too. And yes, I did say cow cuteness. These are the cow stamps that you never knew you needed, but you do. They're so fun and cute. We have several here. The first is 30-984 Moveless. You will see that there are great sentiments that come with these. They're miniature 3x4-inch transparent sets, and they come with those sentiments, so it makes them very usable on cards as well. So you are utterly amazing. And what I've done with them is just pair them up with some of the Penny Black floral dies that are in my stash. So I love when I can get something really fun and new and fresh like these cows and then go back to my stash and mix and match with it. This one is 30-986 in the Mood. So this one is so fun. I think she's kind of a trendy looking cow. Would be fun for cards for kids or teenagers or young adults. Again, just paired her up with some floral dies just to add a pop of color on there. And very simple cards, but super, super fun to create. As you stamp and color these cows, you just cannot help but smile. This is 30-988 Cow Are You? Again, you'll see those handy little sentiments right there with each set. And I just went with that similar style and added a couple die cut butterflies with her. And you'll see these white frames on the outside of these cards. I just cut those by first cutting down a sheet of paper to the standard 4¼ by 5½ inch and running one of our frame dies through that and using the leftover piece for the frame. Finally, we have 30-990 Herd. Good way to send a smile when someone may be sick or have an injury. Heard you were under the weather. Get well soon. Same following that sketch and adding some die cut flowers. And now we also promised the beloved teddy bears. This one is 30-956, nice one. And you'll have to check out on the car with the teddy bear driving. The license plate is great as well. And again, these are really happy images. You can use these for birthdays. They're great for masculine cards, kids cards, really anybody. They're so cute. But I think this guy would also be fun to do for a Christmas card even, just by switching up the colors of those gifts in the back and whatever you pair it with on your card. This little teddy bear, this is a miniature 3x4 inch transparent set, 30-982 Darling, and she really is darling. I just want to hug that bear. She's so cute there. You can add a really fun pop of color with her with those flowers and on her hat, and just by changing the color scheme I think you could give her lots of different looks, and she's a wonderful size for fitting on your cards. All of these cards are standard 4¼ by 5½ inch cards. Now we do have a new creative die set, and if you love die cuts but you don't want something too fiddly, you want to have lots of options but not something that is going to take a ton of time to assemble, this is a really wonderful set. This is 51-777 petals, and I made like gobs of cards with it. And what I also love is that these flowers fit beautifully onto that postage stamp and exact match die. So you're going to see that on several of these cards. I've mixed and matched them, but use that as kind of my canvas for doing so. And I hope to have a video featuring these creative dies as well and some of these cards here. So they're really fun. You can mix and match them with, like, this watering can is one of our older dies. Pulled that from my stash and I could mix and match those flowers into that watering can. Here I've kept things very clean and simple. I love a bright white daisy, and this is so easy to create with these dies. You can layer those two on the top, add the stem in the center of the flower, and you're done. There's nothing intricate or tricky about it, but it's really, really pretty and special once complete. Same with these. Again, just playing around with different variations and different colors. And I'll be showing you in that upcoming video how I like to sort of mass produce these cards but make them all a little bit unique so I don't get bored as I'm making lots and lots of cards. Here are just other ways that you can use this. This is all just featuring those flowers from that one die set. So it's, as you can see, it's very versatile, and you can mix and match it with lots of things in your stash, which always feels good when you know you can use something in lots of different ways. Here's just another variation, lots of beautiful layering, but simple and easy to do with those flowers. And then one more card featuring those where I've just layered them kind of cascading down the card. It was just a really fun kind of modern look to that, and again, just a happy way to send smiles. And then finally, of course, we have some fan favorites for you, which we all love these different fan favorites. It's fun to see them each collection. The first ones we just had to bring these back for you to go with those cows. So we have three woodblock stamps we're bringing back. The first is 2347K Cluck Cluck Cluck. Also 3467K Chicky Night. And again, these are woodblock stamps. And then also this one just cracks me up with that one with the fire extinguisher back there. This is 2349K Best of Luck. So good luck to you with those candles, little chicken. And then to go along with that sentiment set, the pet sympathy set, we've brought back 40-391 Doggone Sweet, which this set really is so cute. And you can see a card there bringing that back, combining it with that new sentiment set. These sentiments are really just heartwarming and beautiful, and these stamps, these fan favorites, go beautifully with them. And there's one more fan favorite we've brought back to really feature with that new sentiment set, and it's 30-485 Gentle Thoughts. And it really is a way to send gentle thoughts and love to someone after they've lost a pet. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this new collection. I think it is just super fun and a great way to send cards, to send hugs and love, and of course, send smiles and have some smiles while you're creating with them as well. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I'd love to know what stamps or dies have caught your interest. Leave us a comment below. And remember, you can continue to follow Penny Black on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, as well as Instagram, our website, and blog. And all of those are linked down for you down in that description box. Happy stamping!